God's pleasing work. Work. It's something we're all familiar with, but probably not very fond of. When you think of work, your first impression might make you groan. Maybe you think of the big pile of homework still waiting to be completed, or that tall stack of dirty dishes begging to be washed. Maybe your thoughts drift to your after-school job, or perhaps you think of the chores your parents have for you at home over the weekend. Whatever the case, most of us tend to have unfavorable associations with the word work. The book of Ecclesiastes poses a very haunting question about this topic. What does man gain by all the toil at which he toils under the sun? Ecclesiastes 1:3. The author then goes on to give many examples of the different kinds of work that people engage in, completing each section with a lament that all is vanity and a striving after wind. But is this the way it's supposed to be? Is work supposed to be something that drains us and irritates us, that sucks away our happiness and leaves us barely making it through the week? And in the end, what's the use of it all? Fortunately, the author of Ecclesiastes doesn't leave us wondering for long. In chapter 3, verses 12 and 13, he writes, "I perceived that there is nothing better for them than to be joyful and to do good as long as they live. Also that everyone should eat and drink and take pleasure in all his toil. This is God's gift to man." In other words, enjoy your work. God has given it to you for a reason, and he has a purpose for everything that you're doing. But wait, you may be thinking, I don't even like my work. How can I take joy in it? Well, 1 Corinthians 10:31 states, "So whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do all to the glory of God." No matter what we do, we need to work at it with the mindset that we're doing it for God. Even if we don't like something, we can still be glad that we're getting the chance to glorify God through our work. Look at it from this perspective. If you were going to present this homework, those dishes, that room to God, how hard would you work at it? And how great would be your joy if you were to look at it, smile, and say, "Well done." This is the secret to finding joy in your work. So when your classes or your job or your chores get ridiculously hard, remember that you're doing it all for God. Remember that when you work for Him, your time is never wasted, and your labor will never be in vain. Work is actually God's gift to us, and when we use it for Him, how great are the rewards.